Hello, everyone. This is going to be my very first Phoenix log introduction to like my weekly updates on my journey as a writer. Specifically, this is going to outline where I actually am on some of the books I'm currently working on to make better use of this YouTube channel, but also keep people updated in a way that was a little longer form than things like TikTok and Instagram or shorts here on YouTube. I wish I had started this while I was in the process of writing my very first book, The Fall of Magic. If you didn't know, it's already out. You can check it out in paperback, hardcover, and audiobook, narrated by Daniel Ryder. But in this discussion today, I wanted to outline sort of where I am with book two, which I'm calling The Light of Hope. I have been working pretty hard on this one since, well, let's see. So I published the first book, Fall of Magic, December 15th, 2024. Was going through all the learning process of how to get this thing out everywhere. And now that I've established that, I got married in March and went on my honeymoon with my beautiful wife. And once we returned is when I really started to knock out as much as I could on the first draft of The Light of Hope. I am proud to say I am roughly 50% of the way through the first draft. In the editing process for me currently, I do my first draft. I do a self-edit, which doesn't really take super long. Although, to be fair, this is my second novel. And although I am working faster on this novel, I have to tell you that this one's going to be significantly longer than the first one. I'm estimating it will probably be twice the size. My first one was not that large. It was large enough to tell a story, but it was a fast story, so it kind of worked. This one is double the size. The first book is 292 pages, roughly. 334, I believe, if you look at the ebook. This one is going to be probably in the area of 600 pages. It could be a little more than that. Could be a little less. Probably close to 600 or plus, though, which means I've been writing a lot. I am roughly writing anywhere between 40 and 50,000 words a month, which for me, considering the fact that I am also working full time, I'm putting in somewhere around 60 to 70 hours a week between everything. So I'm working quite hard while also trying to manage social medias and remain engaged with people and get some of my work out there in the world. That's where we're at on book two so far. I want to try to do periodic updates on this with my writing process, maybe monthly. I'm not sure that I can really do weekly. Perhaps in the future when I get to the point where maybe I even do this full time. I plan to sort of retire from my other gig maybe in the next 5 years. So it's very possible that around that time, you'll get regular updates, weekly updates on where I'm at. But for now, I just want to keep them every 2 to 4 weeks, I think would be pretty fair. But now that I've actually told you about how long it takes me to write what I write, that should give you an idea about where I'm at. I'm roughly over 115,000 words into this manuscript. For context, my very first work, The Fall of Magic, was 104,000 roughly. So as you can see, quite far along. I would probably say we're not quite halfway. However, since I haven't got through the second half of the book, I don't know exactly how long it'll take. I can't promise anything, but I'm going to do my very, very best to try to do a weekly video and post them probably anywhere between Monday and Wednesday each week. I probably record on Sundays, which just seems to be a good day for me to do that now. And I will probably get these, just basically like planned out to publish on YouTube around anywhere from Monday to Wednesday, just depending on what I got going on that week. Oh, an update. So on 1 week from today, it is July 13th. This year's going by so fast. Sunday, July 20th at 12 p.m. CST. I will be on Bluey Mom After Dark. It'll be at Bluey Mom After Dark on her channel doing a Q&A on TikTok about my experience as a writer, a little bit about my fantasy work. So if you're interested in checking that out, please tune in for that. And look forward to doing some regular updates here with you. In the near future, I have some things planned that I'm going to start rolling out. And I think as those things are showing up here, you all can just sort of help guide me on what you would like to see from me the most. I hope this update is of value to you all. And please do not hesitate to let me know what you'd like to learn more about in terms of where I'm at. One other thing I want to say is that I did talk to Jeff Brown, who has done my cover art for book one. He is working on the cover art for book two. He has made some very beautiful, beautiful cover art for me. His illustrations are just top tier when it comes to fantasy. He's worked on with a lot of other authors as well. So he's probably a familiar name to a lot of people in the fantasy genre, but he worked on my first cover. He's working on my second one for The Light of Hope. And I am really excited to showcase that as soon as I get it ready. In the meantime, I will probably show you the cover art, if you don't know it, for the first book, and the secondary illustration he created for me to supplement that, which is of the Dark Prince, some of the Drothkin, as they're leading their dark crusade across the lands. I guess we will showcase that cover art as soon as I get it, so stay tuned for that, and plenty of other updates. I would like to probably share a little bit more about all that as soon as I can. But for now, I'm gonna leave you to it. Much love to you, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with me. If you haven't checked out my book, please consider giving it some of your valuable free time. I do appreciate it. So take care of yourselves. I'll catch up with you again soon. And I appreciate you all very much.